Hey, how you doing, all you stupid fucking skateboarders? My name is Ferris Ghouler, also known as Creepy Ghoul. And you are watching Creepy Ghoul Vision. Vision Gator, Vision Streetwear. Old school or no school? You are a stupid fucking skateboarder. How you doing, guys? 100% two fingers in the air punk rock video coming at you on Creepy Ghoul Vision. I've got shit that's been sitting here now for the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 months or so type of thing. I got some punk rock records, I got some cassette CDs, flyers, all sorts of shit here, man, I'm telling you. So I'm just getting to it right now. I've had a few other videos to get out of the way. Hope you guys caught all my Halloween haul videos so far. There's some more to come too. Found some really cool shit, but let's get on with this punk rock video. Show announcement. Can't say I will go, but here it is right here. Most of you may have heard Ministry is coming once again. In this day and age, to be quite honest with you, I don't fancy Ministry nowadays. I love them back in the 80s, 90s. My favorite Ministry album of all time was Twitch. I love the Twitch era. Ministry coming with, funny, Gary Newman. Now, there's more to Gary Newman than cars. A lot of people think that that guy's a one-hit wonder. Maybe so, but a lot of his stuff is really interesting and dark. And also, one of my all-time favorite industrial EBM bands, Frontline Assembly, who I've seen here in Toronto. I've seen them once or twice, I don't remember. But, yeah, I mean, here's a show of interest. They got a big tour, some dates across Canada, playing in Toronto, March 16th, type of thing. So I won't be going to this one. I just want to show you guys the flyer I printed off there. Love flyers, love paper collectibles, there you go. Interesting lineup at that. If you guys are ever in Toronto or Canada, I don't know how far this shit goes, pick yourself up a copy of Absolute Underground. It is 110% free, usually at like a lot of the underground alternative shops, record shops and whatnot. It is everything that you need, man, in an underground newspaper. Punk, metal, horror, darkness, just everything and anything. This is a really great read. This is a really great bathroom read, even. Absolute Underground magazine here. Really great stuff. I got some back issues here. So I finally got a chance to hit Emissions Punk Rock Record Shop. Now, if you're ever in Toronto, don't you dare leave Toronto without checking out Emissions Punk Rock Record Shop. I'm telling you right now. So a few months ago, I went to that punk rock flyer exhibit, and I bought myself an original exploited flyer from the 80s here. And I finally had a chance to pick it up. And here it is right here. Got to get this one framed. There it is right here. 100% original. Got it, the exhibit. This one is the Exploited with APB. The Troops of Tomorrow Tour. Thursday, January 27th at 007 100 Bond Street. I'm very unfamiliar with that. It was probably a short-lived venue. Bond Street I am familiar with. The old Fringe Product warehouse used to be on Bond Street, I think. Or Brant Street, sorry. It was Brant Street. But yeah, Bond Street. Yeah, really great. Tickets $8 in advance. Available at Base, Record Peddler, and Records on Wheels. I never got a chance to go to Records on Wheels, I don't think, but Record Peddler I used to frequent quite a bit. Back in those days when I got some money or my allowance or whatever. Yeah, I was that young. But anyhow, really cool flyer. Paid, I think it was like $30 for this one or something like that. But yeah, really happy to have that. Okay, I finally had a chance to pick it up. I went to pick it up, but they had the wrong flyer. Someone had pulled the wrong flyer, so Dave at the store found me the right flyer here, so thank you, Dave, for that. Finally had a chance to go pick it up a few weeks back. Okay, so let's get to some music. I got a big pile of punk rock records and stuff here. So let's start with this one right here. Let's do some CDs. I only got one CD. From Juno Records out of the UK. Great selection, great prices, kick-ass website. Love their website. Love their updates. We got Discharge, Toronto, 1983, In the Cold Night. Now, I have this one on LP when it came out, and it was put out by someone, I believe a label out of Toronto, if I'm not mistaken. But here's a CD version of that show, Toronto, 1983. How old was Creepy Ghoul in 1983? I was born in 74. 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 88, 1, 2, 3. I was like 9 years old in 83, if my math is correct. But anyhow, I didn't get into punk until about 86 when I was like 12 years old. Out of the pages of Thrasher magazine, which at that point I had discovered through a friend at school. But yeah, there it is right there. The sound quality on this is rough but listenable. If you know the Discharge songs, then you're going to have no issue listening to this. Your ears would have already been trained. This one was on my radar for quite a while, and I did pick this one up at NWN when they had this crazy sale going on, or a flash sale like they sometimes do. Dead Christ. This is I believe this is the cassette box set. Yeah, it's the cassette box set. It's got everything. It's got the demo one. And unreleased studio stuff, and some, I believe, some 7-inchers and EPs or something to that effect. Now, honestly, over the last handful of years, I just got familiarized with this band called Dead Christ, and it was right up my alley. Very crusty, very old school grind crust. Love that stuff. Really dark as well. I believe this is the complete, this is like everything they ever put out, I believe. But yeah, really check this out. I can recommend this if you're into crust punk or old school grind or old school death metal. More on the grind side, more on the punk side than the metal side. For me, that's a biased opinion, because I'm more on the punk rock side than on the metal side. However, I am possessed by black metal. So I did an order through, I believe it was fucking Grave, I think it was Grave Mistake Records, and I got some releases here, I believe I got from them. It's been so long, I can't even remember, shit. But anyhow, they sent me a couple freebie 7-inchers, which were pretty damn good. This one here, I've never heard of them. I listened to them, Shell Shock. Really great shit, man. I believe these guys are from, not New York, but in that region right there. This 7-incher is called Comics, Transformers, and Punk. Anyways, this was like a tribute 7-incher that they handed out at one particular show for a deceased friend or member of the band type thing. Really great hardcore, old school hardcore punk. Right here, New York style, really great shit. Shell Shock. Next one they sent me was this very extremely unusual band or project. I had the name of them. I just can't remember what it was right now. Hang on, let me just see if I can give you the info. Because it's called... Oh yeah, sudden, I remember this. Sudden Infant Death Syndrome. SIDS. SIDS. That's what it was. Because I remember looking them up and I'm like, SIDS. S.I.D.S. SIDS. Yeah. Sudden Infant Death Syndrome. This, honestly, this is some really great shit right here. Very extremely noisy and experimental. Really great stuff. Look them up. It's a very interesting atmospheric band. I do like them. Yeah. Okay, so let's get on to some records, man. I got a whole pile of records here I'm going to show you guys. Fuck, where did I get this? I think I got this, I ordered this through Juno Records, if I'm not mistaken. It had become available, limited quantities. I have been looking for this album for a million years now. This Babes in Toyland album, Fontanelle. Holy crap, man. I'll never forget the first time I heard this. It was on cassette, I believe. Really great shit. Very extremely aggressive. In your fucking face. Like, fuck you, man. Back in the days, the early mid-90s into the late 90s, it was, yes, L7, of course. 7 Year Bitch was one of my favorites. Babes in Toyland, the Lunachicks, love the Lunachicks. Took me forever to find that first Lunachicks album, but I got it. Now, the albums that came before this one, Fontanelle, I believe that there was like 1 or 2 albums. They were okay, they weren't bad, but fuck, man, something about this album here, Fontanelle, was just like, holy shit, man. I got chills just thinking about some of the songs off this. Very aggressive. Really great shit. Happy to have this on LP. Yeah. Here's one for you. Bam. Just came out a couple of months ago. Sam Hain. Possession. What is this? What is this, you ask? So it's the unreleased tracks from Final Descent. We got Twist of Cain, we got Possession, Trouble, Lords of the Left Hand, second version. I haven't opened this yet, I haven't listened to it, I haven't found anything online about any samples or anything, but I'm very enthusiastic to rip this open. And you guys know me as you do. Normally when I get shit before I enjoy, I like to showcase it for you guys first. Then, only then am I able to fully enjoy it. Sam Hain, Possession, clearly a boot. Like, I mean, I can't see Danzig authorizing anything like this. But anyhow, yeah, really happy to have that. Probably not an easy one to get, I don't think. But really decently priced, I believe. I got that at, shit, where did I get it? I think at Juno Records as well, I think. Here's another one I got. I know I got this one at Juno Records. The Sisters of Mercy, one of my favorite goth rock bands, if not my favorite. I have so much Sisters of Mercy stuff. Acid on the Floor, live at Melkweg, Amsterdam, Holland, June 2nd, 84, FM broadcast. That's the new term that they're using for, I guess, soundboard bootleg recordings, FM broadcast. Anyhow, doesn't bother me really, but whatever. I love all Sisters of Mercy live recordings from the 80s, especially the early mid-80s. Really great shit. I guess I'm not going to say I had the pleasure of seeing them in Toronto, I think once or twice, way back when. I remember, for me, it wasn't a very memorable show. I didn't enjoy the show, the songs. It just didn't have the feel, just didn't have the same feel. I don't know what it was, but yeah. There we go, Sisters of Mercy. Next up, This one I got recently at Emissions Punk Rock Record Shop here in Toronto. And I had this on my wish list at, I think, Juno Records. But then I took it off because I'm like, okay, these are like, this is the Graves era, Michael Graves era, which, I mean, it's bittersweet for me because it was a time where a lot of things were happening in my life back in the 90s. And I'd first seen the Misfits when they came here back in 97. Since then, I've seen them like 23 times here in Toronto. Once I saw them twice in one weekend when they did something called the Subway Show. They played at one end of the city and then the same venue at the other end of the city. So, anyhow. But I figured, what the hell, you know, Emissions Record Shop had it. I wanted to support the shop. I'll grab a Misfits release that I didn't have. Why the fuck not, honestly? You know, Dead King's Rise, Black Light, The Haunting, The Hunger, Mars Attacks, Dr. Phibes, I Got It Right, Monster Mash, I Want to Be a New York Ranger, Scream, 1 Million Years BC, Helena 2, Devil Doll, Fiend Without a Face, Bruiser, No More Moments, Rise Above, Black Flag. Taken from demo sessions, demo versions, recorded live, shit like that. Cuts from the Crypt. Why the fuck not? For nostalgic purposes. There we go. Love the puss head art. As always. Another one I scored at Emissions Punk Rock Record Shop is Void. I've had this one on my list for like quite a while now. Finally picked it up. They had a copy of it. I missed out on when they originally had copies, but I had a copy and I scooped it up. It was decently priced. Thank you very much. Sessions 81 to 83. Really good American punk hardcore. You know the deal. This fucking band needs no introduction. You know, skate rock, 100% two fingers in the air. Skate rock in your face. Vision Gator right here. I still screened this shit myself. Way back when. Okay, so I don't know if Dave at Emissions Record Shop still has this on his radar for me. I wouldn't mind a second copy of this, as I have not opened this copy yet, I don't believe. Where did I get this? Oh, I got this from Puke and Vomit. Yes, I forgot. I did a very small Puke and Vomit order, and I was lucky enough to score this one for a decent price, man. This has got to be one of the most sought after in this day and age Misfits boots. It's the Studio Outtake 78 to 79. The versions on this are really fucking great, I gotta say. I've heard it online. Really great shit. Very simple cover. I mean, yeah. Dave at Emissions told me this was his top selling record. Like, holy fuck, I missed out on it. Because at that time I hadn't been to Emissions in like quite some time. Really happy to have a copy of this. I may leave this sealed for now. If I'm to score another copy through Emissions, I may open a copy and play it. Yeah, I mean, I'm that guy, once again. There you go, right there. Okay, oh yes, right here. What prompted me to actually do a Puke and Vomit order was this album right here, The Faction. 100% two fingers in the air, skate rock, punk rock, in your face, on Creepy Ghoul, Vision. The Faction. Live. This is live. I believe this was live, Late Night Live it's called. You gotta love this. The old reel-to-reel packaging. I love that so much. That's really cool. I believe this was recorded on Halloween night, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I read something. I read so much shit about The Faction. Yes, I was right. There it is. October 31st, 1984. Live October 31st, 1984. There you go. I think this is a double LP. Yes, it is. It's a double LP of The Faction. Really great stuff. Alright. Oh, well, here we go. And at Emissions Punk Shop, once again, couple months back, I did score a couple more faction EPs. Right here, we got the Epitaph EP and the Corpse in Disguise EP. These are, I don't think these are demos, I think these are just like mini albums and EPs. I think this one was available on 7-incher as well. 7-inchers I don't mind, 12-inchers are great. I'll show you the back of these records right here, there you go. The Faction with Steve Caballero. That's a good picture right there, isn't it? I am so not photogenic, it's not even funny. People tell me I am, but I know I'm not. One of my favorite Toronto punk rock bands, next to a bunch of fucking goofs, is Youth. The singer Brian Taylor works at, I think he's part owner, works at Rotate This here in Toronto. Rotate This is a record shop, a long-standing fucking record shop. And again, if you come to Toronto and you do not visit Rotate This, okay, and Emissions Punk Rock Record Shop, then honestly, yeah, here it is, Youth. This, surprisingly, is an official release through the band, put out on a label called Blue Fog. I've never heard of. There it is. Brian Taylor vocals. There it is right there. This has apparently got some bonus tracks on it, some bonus demo tracks, I believe. Official reissue of the '83 Toronto hardcore classic Sin, newly remastered with 9 more songs from '82 to '83 sessions, original mixes. Punk hardcore, Toronto punk hardcore, '80s. You need to check this out, man. Check out fucking anything Youth did. There's a repackaged album. It's called Repackaged. Check that out. It's got like everything. Okay, this shit's hard to get too. Alright, so here we go. Again from Emissions Punk Rock Record Shop. I can't promote those guys enough, man, I'm telling you. And you know who's a sweetheart and a cutie pie that works there? Her name's B. And she was the one that nicknamed me Ferris Ghouler. She's a cutie pie. Go visit her. Tell her Creepy Ghoul sent you. Tell her Ferris Ghouler sent you. The Amoebics. I remember seeing these guys many moons ago here in Toronto. Yeah, it was a pretty decent show, man. Pretty good show. This is the No Gods, No Masters. And surprisingly, I never had this one. I got a bunch of Amoebics. I thought I may have had this, but no, I didn't have this one on LP. But I do now. The reissue of No Gods, No Masters. There you go. And finally, from Emissions Punk Rock Record Shop. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. I really don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Like, I wish I was one of those types of people that I can document everything, like do like an Excel spreadsheet of all my records, all my CD, everything. I just don't have the time or energy or the patience to do so. I mean, fuck. I bought this, but I already had it. And I questioned myself when I bought it. I'm like, fuck, do I have this? Or was this on my list to get? No, I came home and I already fucking had it. Shit. But no, I was upset at the time. This is still sealed. I opened mine, I believe, my original, and playing it. This one I'll keep sealed. For collection purposes, you know what, Sam Hain, I got a million Misfits bootlegs, Danzig bootlegs, you know what? Nothing wrong with having another double of a Sam Hain boot. This is straight out of the box set, obviously unofficial. But if you guys got the box set, then you have the CD of this. Really great fucking show right here. Or a couple of shows actually from 85 to 86. Yeah, talk about proper FM broadcasts. I mean, there you go. New York City 85, Chicago 86, Danzig, Erie, Damien, Steve, and London. There you go. Alright guys, that's it for my 100% two fingers in the air punk rock collection update. And thank you so much for watching. And we're going to see you on the next video. I got an extreme metal video, much like the one you just saw, but extreme metal video. Again, shit that's been sitting here for like 2-3 months now. I'm just getting to now. So we'll see you on the next video. Give me a couple thumbs up, will you? Like, share, and subscribe to this madness we call Creepy Ghoul Vision. I am Creepy Ghoul. This is my vision. Quote unquote. I always find a place for my parachute to land, but what's left of me would fit in your hand. Stay weird.